Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, and I have a plan with this 16 by 20 inch canvas, and if my glasses are handy, which they're not, of course not, why would they be handy? Anyway, I have black paint for swipe color, and I want to do something that's a little bit different for me, and I say that now, but you can't trust me, so what I'm thinking is that I'm going to give myself, I'm going to put the paint where I want the, excuse me while I brush whatever schmutz off. I'm going to put the paint wherever I want it to encapsulate other paints. And I'm going to take a chance and maybe I'll get lucky and some gold will emerge. Now chances are also that I might want to zigzag that a little bit, make it a lot more organic. But the whole point to all of this, for me, is to be able to use the bright colors and the pink. I think I might want some more white on the other side of that. This is going to be different, I think. And I'm going to keep using this white that I know is not the metallic because I don't need the metallic today. I'm not going to worry about where my gaps are. I'll fill them afterwards if I need to. Right now is basically, for me, going to be about orange and pink. And I love orange and pink. Oh, looks like I'm out. Ah, maybe I've got a little bit more left. I have not ever really spread an awful lot of just a couple few colors, and I think that's what I'm going to do now, if they'll come out. Not that they'll come out. Oh, please. You could come out. I'm going to use a different bottle. Let's shake that up. Let's wish that that came out too. Let's grab a skewer. Yep, there are my glasses. Cool. The paint didn't land in the middle of a lens. That's so awesome. It'd be really so nice if that would actually come out now. I just filled this up yesterday and cleaned the tip out. And I really want it out, so I'm sorry I'm making you wait, but oh well. Come out, you, whatever you are. Please come out. Maybe it's actually congealed paint on the tip on the outside for a change. That's unusual. Alright. So we know orange tends to take over. So it's not always my first go-to. Let's use less here. Because of that fact. I might put some yellow in there, but I think this wants to be about the oranges and the pinks. And I'm going to come back in a second after I find my... Yeah, am I? Go on. After I find my, whoa, magenta. Now, I discovered, strangely enough, that I like gold with yellow. Big Floetrol worm. Okay, so what else? I'm going to take my caps and put them somewhere else. I've got some nice yellow here. I think I'm just going to put that in there. Some over here. Now, I still didn't do really what I was expecting to do. But I am leaving myself quite short on the end because I want to see what comes about there. You know, it's really hard for me not to. Once I think that I need some contrast, it's really hard not to give myself some contrast. So I'm going to do that anyway. And it's a beautiful, beautiful color palette. I've got to say, I'm really happy with that. I have a rag that I cut from a t-shirt. And I wet it in the bucket and then I wrung it out. I want to take one last look here and make sure. Oh, I didn't put the magenta in there. No kidding. Okay. Time to put the magenta in, I guess. Do I have another magenta that's pinker? More pink? I do. I have one that's less red and more pink. So let's do that. That's perfect. That's what I wanted right there. I don't know how this is going to work, but I say that every time, so. Now I'm not doing what I used to do, which was to spatula everything in place, because the colors are heavy enough in the center so that I'm under the impression that if I have never done that either. I've always wanted to do that. Good, we're all done now. That covered my extra areas. I'll be having to make a painting like that. I just want to stop and take a photograph. It occurs to me that even though I want a black end, no love bugs today, come on, that I'd better be cautious about that and go ahead and add the color that I know I need that goes right down to the end where the swipe is. That was my bad. This is lighter, right? And there's still enough left, yay. And do we want some more? No, we've got the purple down there. What else? What else? What else? I don't think I want the yellow. I could start with a little magenta. See how I like it. It's right near the black. Maybe I'll finish with a little magenta. See what happens if we put just a little bit of the white pearl in there to fill up some space. Sometimes I like to put black in, but I think this time I want to find out otherwise. Oh, it's calling me. I can't help it. I gotta do it. I know it won't show with the black. I'm not even sure any of that neon purple from folk art will show, but this is such a cool piece right now. Oh no, she's gonna swipe it. Yeah. Am I? Maybe I'm not. You know what? That could happen. I could just keep adding colors. I wonder what would happen if I go over that way and back this way. The swipe that never was. I can see that thing in there that does not belong. I do use GAC 800 in all of my colors so that, let me find an edge catcher. I have a clean one. Edge catchers, when they're clean, are almost invisible. Because they are, this is half of what came off of a 16 by 20 inch pack of Artist Loft, value pack of Artist Loft canvases. Now, if I had an even amount of paint there, I'd be less nervous, but right now I just want to move that a little bit and send it back very slowly and sort of even scrape it off. This might be the only time I ever keep one of these, but I'll just have to do another one right after. I think I've done this before. I just happen to like the colors in here so much together. I am going slower than usual, you are correct, and I will fill in any gaps that I see that I feel need to be filled right after I remove that thing that does not belong. You could just basically put this down on your tile rather than holding it in the air like I do often. And I guess if I don't think it's as good as I wanted it to be when I made this choice to maybe save it, that I can still swipe. I do have to decide where I want the colors to stop, and I've got some neat patterning on that side and a big lump of something right there. I like the white spots where they are, so I have a tendency to want to just stick a finger in there. And those are going to be pearlescent, because that's the Anita's white that I often use. I'm still going to have to decide what goes on at the end, and I might swipe over the end, you can never tell. I'm going to take my beautiful edge catcher. I could blow around in there too. You know what, I just want to put some black paint down, maybe enough to actually do the job. And use an OXO omelet turning spatula. And cover it with the spatula, swipe it down. Because something needs to cover that. You know, I'm still not beyond swiping this. Now that the novelty factor has worn off, it's not it's not as funkalicious as it was when I saw it surrounded by white on the edges. So, surprise! Maybe I'm going to do what I planned to do to begin with. Got 6 minutes left. I might put a little more black at the bottom. But the edges are covered, which is fine. You know, that's good. Let me clean off my hands for a second. And dry them so I don't drip in my work. And look over here and see what I've got I need to cover. So I don't have very much black there, and I think if I'm going to do this thing, and I'm going to do this thing, I'm going to go that way. And I think what I want to do, or what's occurring to me to do, is to add just enough white to change things up a little bit. Okay, so this is an extra long rag. Usually I cut them just a little bit longer than the actual canvas. And I'm going to dip just the hem part and lay it down. I'm going to push it back toward the end so I have a chance. And I haven't waved one of these. Maybe I want to. Do I want to wave it? I'm going to wave it. And then I'm going to go straight like I did a long time ago. Looks like I'm going to need to fake out my end over here, and I'm wondering if I can do that with my swipe cloth. And then go back and catch it so I can actually tap the end down so it gets camouflaged in with everything else. I want to take some of that. So there it is. That's beautiful. I'm pretty happy with that. And I simplified my colors a little bit, not much. I like that I put the white in there. That worked out really well. Oh, I've got beautiful paint on my rag and I don't know what to do with it because I don't want it to go away. So I'm going to put it on my edge catcher and figure we got a whole new edge catcher paint artwork. No, that's got to go in the bucket. Sad. So sad. If I've got anything on my edges, I need to see it now. Little finger swipe. My edges are pretty cool. They're striped from when the edge catcher stopped things. Yes, I did. I used my finger. Oh well, never mind. Best tool you're ever going to own. Fingers on the end of your hands. Or on the end of your arms. So this is pretty cool, and I'm not overly inclined right at the moment to do something I usually do, which is to put a basting brush in, or anything else for that matter. I could blow down through, but maybe just once I should let one of these things be. Because it's so pretty, for me anyway. I'm loving everything. A lot of times I used to tip, and I don't think that that's a bad thing because that stretches out the paint a little bit. Even though the cells are tiny. Put my torch down. And I've got an edge catcher right there, so if I, when I drip, not if, when. Let me knock all that paint off of there so we don't have to deal with it later. And I should tell you guys, we're almost done, so if you want to help me out, and I need all the help I can get because YouTube has decided that I should do other stuff and invite new categories of people to watch me in order to get subscribers. So no more subscribers for moi, and less views, and I don't know why that is. I mean, I've got 80,000 subscribers, thank you guys very much, but there's never more than a couple hundred here in a day, so I tend to wonder if you're getting your notifications. Which reminds me, if you want notifications, you might want to check and make sure that you've got them turned on. Alright, I'm loving the subtlety in this, and I could do all kinds of really funky stuff, including drag that thing that I think I see over there out. Boy, I'm getting a good eagle eye about this stuff. Let's see what happens when we torch to release the bubbles in the paint. Because it's soon enough so that we'll probably get all kinds of new cells happening. This is just one of those times I'm not going to use a bamboo skewer. You could put a bamboo skewer in there and unearth all kinds of colors, but I see most of the colors I put in there and I'm loving how it looks. I could change my mind, it's true. I could put chain in here, and I have done in the past. I'm going to move this beautiful edge catcher away so I don't melt it, misshapen it. We've got good coverage on the sides. I should tell you guys, if you want to help, I told you that I have an Amazon link below the video. It's a blue link. You can find the OXO omelet turning spatulas there and the Princeton Ritual Catalyst spatulas there, and I recommend both of those. If you have questions for me, just ask them. I have mica powders on the Amazon link also, and if you need to know how to make up that recipe, just ask me and I'll tell you. I wonder if I can poke any holes, because I like that orange there, and I'm wondering how to get it. Well, that's not it, but so far I haven't done any damage, which is good. I've got a straw. I might use it. Yep, can't trust me. Just knowing those colors are under there makes it difficult. So we have a book on the Amazon link. It's volume 1, and if I can get busy, there'll be a volume 2 before Christmas. There's a drawing on the end screens in the last 20 seconds of any video you watch that'll show you what this month's drawing winner can get. If you're a contributor to the studio of $10 or more, and I appreciate everybody who's contributed in the past. You've kept me painting, and I'm not sure what's going to keep me painting in the future, but I'll keep coming back as long as I can. It's probably time to learn how to market the many paintings that I have created for YouTube. Yes, I am covering the black with my finger that I see exposed. And looking for little, looking for drips at the bottom too that don't need to be there. But that's solid black, so what's the odd fingerprint between me and whoever's collecting my art? I'd like a little tinier straw, to tell you the truth. I don't know how to unearth more of those dots. So I do give classes at the house in Spring Hill, and I do sell my artwork. So I should show that to you guys. I guess it is what it is, because if I go in there for a penny, in for a pound, I will just completely change this painting by what I do next. And I think this one deserves to stay as it is, because I think the colors are gorgeous. They're just exactly what I wanted. And I'll just do another one and swipe it and call it a set. I love you guys. There's over 80,000 of you. Like I said, we're well on our way to 81,000. And I have underneath the video, there's a paint pouring recipe, and Pinterest and Instagram and Twitter links. And come visit my Instagram, because basically that's where I post most of the artwork I do on the day or within a day of doing it. So I'm inspired. Maybe some turquoise color shift on the next one at the bottom underneath the pink. I might have to make up some more of that pink too. I love you guys. I said that. I'm going to zoom out so you can see that. If I turn it sideways, you can see again. We got 1 minute left. I'm sure there's something I forgot to tell you, but other than to check your notifications and to check that you're subscribed. Even if you subscribed, you get unsubscribed. I don't know why. My husband did. That wouldn't make any sense, would it? So I'm in love with the subtlety of this. It's like raining pink flower petals at the bottom. It's gorgeous. I'll talk to you guys soon. Check the end screens for over 840 videos. If you go to the community board on my channel, you will find a dry artwork, usually, not always, but announcing the next day's video upcoming. So if you check there, and you can ask me to see dry artwork, and I will post it there for you also. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask me questions, and I'll get to you as soon as I can. And please give me a thumbs up. Oh, duh. I don't know if it's going to make any difference anymore. Somebody somewhere has something in mind for me that's not what I intended, and I have to find other ways to make a living. So if you guys want to buy any artwork, please let me know before the prices go up. I just found a gallery representation, and I think prices are going to go up. They were very enthusiastic to have me, and I'm very enthusiastic to go and have somebody represent me. So I said I love you guys, but here's the third time, and out. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow in another video, and no more and Take care. Bye now. Priscilla out. You're still here.